Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome and thank
Okay, there we go.
Okay, we are broadcasting simultaneously, of course, me to our channel here for Essence of Magic, and him there for Design Creations. So.
Yo!
Yeah, the funny thing is you can't see me from your camera.
Well, no, I gotta kind of mess with the camera a little bit, but mine's a bit of a pain in the butt to move around. But she's there.
Yeah, I'm actually here and present today. Normally I avoid his camera. Okay, so I'm going to give it just a few more minutes before I jump in and start talking about anything, well, important. And showing you some more stuff. I'm going to let Sonia kind of talk to his people for a few minutes. And
I really don't got any people on here at the moment, I don't think. Let me double check. You got all the followers. You're more popular than I am.
yeah, I'm more popular, but
You're better looking.
he just made his first sale too.
Well, it's actually technically my second sale. My very first sale, the person ordered a plaque from me,
That's right.
but they only wanted just a blank piece of wood because they didn't have a router to.
My very first sale.
Whoa, hold on here. Let me mute my.
They
They didn't have a router to do the fancy edges. So they just wanted just a blank piece of wood with a routed edge. And I did not feel comfortable having them spend a buttload of money for them just sending a blank piece of wood. So I told them, where I got my stuff from. They could get right there in town where they were for a very fraction of the cost that they were paying me. It is on my Facebook page, the full story. I don't believe in just making a quick buck. It's customer service. I would rather lose money and not make a sale than cheat somebody.
Absolutely. It's not just Design Creations that prides themselves on that. It is a trait that Sonia and I and Design Creations and Essence of Magic share. We will not send out anything that will not pass our own quality standards in a store. And I'm extremely picky. Ask that one. If I wouldn't buy it myself, I'm not going to sell it to somebody else. That's just how I see it. And, I also don't want you to pay an outrageous amount for something either. So I like for our prices to be fair. But I still do like to, I am a little bit competitive, so if I can beat everybody else, I'm really good. But, alright, so let me do something really quick. May have to.
This is the first time we are doing a dual stream, so I may have to change my settings just a little bit because I see myself pausing every couple of seconds. I don't know if I can do that dynamically or not.
Still working out some kinks and bugs. Like you said, this is the first time we're doing a dual stream together, so. So sometimes it takes a minute.
We are kind of pushing the limits here. And I am definitely pushing mine at a high bit rate.
And you'll have to apologize the meowing that you probably
Yeah, we have all our kitties in here today. All three of the little buggers.
Yeah, that's because the dog's outside playing. Because he's a furry little bugger, and the only time he really likes to stay outside is in the evening. Alright.
Okay, I dropped my bit rate down a little bit, so I should be a little more stable.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, maybe not, I don't know.
Okay.
How you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good. How are
You
you
doing pretty good?
Alright. But what I am trying to see at the moment, Sonia, if you could do me a favor and pull up a web page really quick.
Pull up a web page. Okay, what am I pulling up?
Our Essence of Magic's Facebook.
Essence of Magic's Facebook. Okie dokie. Let me see here.
Just make sure you're seeing the live stream as well, please.
Essence of Magic.
Yep, we just want to make sure everybody can see, and it's going on both Twitch and Facebook.
Let's see.
Okay.
Essence of Magic, I see you are live.
With Design Creations,
Dual stream with Design Creations, yes.
and we are good to go. Alrighty. Just making sure we're working out all the bugs and the kinks, like I said. Okay. So, I'm also going to keep that open, at least on my side. So I have basically the live chat right here with me. But I believe any chat, whether it's on Facebook or on Twitch, it doesn't matter where you are. If you type something into chat, I get it, literally on one of 3 screens. So I'll see it. Because we're not in the studio today. We are in Sonia's workshop today.
And if you are on my stream and you see Alex Candler on there, that is the creator of Defender Jerky. The best damn jerky you'll ever taste. Hit them up on Facebook, Defender Jerky, and Etsy.
Yep.
I think we're all out. Hint, hint.
Yes, they have some incredible jerky, and I can even tell you this, their jerky is so good, and it's tender enough that even someone like me can eat it, no front teeth, so no upper teeth. So, Herbie, what are you, sorry, kitty.
He's eating a filament from 3D printer. Oh, you gotta go put your kitten over there.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is my Herbie. He's my big fluff ball. Okay, so, I think the first thing we're going to start with, since you introduced her so lovely, and Defender Jerky, and you had also talked about this earlier today on
my
our
denim.
stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta forgive this one. This one was kind of a first run. There were a couple of mistakes.
Right, but
We had an issue with the machine and the camera, and it was kind of one of our first prints. But we did get a really nice one out to them. Herbie's chewing on it. Let go, Herbie.
Apparently my kitties are in a very playful mood. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, again, he had a couple mistakes because of it being the first time he had done this.
And the camera kind of resets a little bit on the Glowforge. It's not always exact. It's something I'm kind of arguing with the creators of the machine. A little bit back and forth, but...
Okay, but this is something
it is what it is.
Essence of Magic is going to be offering as well for the Amazing Kitchen Witches out there. or if you just like to have a Ritchie apron. Then we do plan on coming up with designs specifically for, and this would be the style, because denim is the best for etching. Is that the right word?
Etching, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So denim is the best for etching. So that is the material that we're going to offer. We are going to try and get it in other colors other than just the blue, but it's just a matter of what we can find. Okay. And I'm pretty sure your group over here has already seen the apron.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Have you not shown off your stuff?
I have here and there. It's on.
You got the camera.
The different places.
You know the angles to use.
Well, I can't see. I got
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
I can't see the camera, but there are pictures on Etsy and on Facebook all over the place. But it's a very nice denim, very thick denim apron.
Mm-hmm.
We even have kid sizes, large sizes, medium sizes, kid sizes. My grandson's sporting one, really cute in it.
we are going to be trying another type of fabric. I think it's too thin to be etched, but this is a kid size version of it, so you can kind
I
of.
like the design of that one, but like you said, the material's kind of thin.
Yeah.
The laser might burn through it or weaken it to the point where it won't last.
Right. So it's still something we're experimenting in, and trying out the different fabrics and seeing what we can etch and what we can't. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at on aprons and stuff. What else we got?
Well, did you load something up into the Glowforge, or am I missing something over
I
here?
did not load anything up in the Glowforge because I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, you got it over there.
Yeah, we got to finish the image.
You do have your stain samples you were talking about earlier
I
this
do.
afternoon.
Yes. So here's the.
So I will take this and load it up into Glowforge.
Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier today, I wanted to stain a couple of pieces of wood, or one person. It just kind of worked out to where it was multiple pieces. That way you could see the different colors of stains that we offer. Okay, I am missing one still because I put the container of stain somewhere and I don't remember where I put it. I'll be honest, I don't remember.
it made its way into the attic.
But that would be my weathered gray. So my weathered gray I unfortunately do not have at the moment. But I have everything else. So the first one that I'm going to show you, and if Sonia would be so kind, give me, do we have any overhead light over there?
No, we don't. It is sitting over there by the freezer. I have not installed it yet.
Okay, so let me just adjust a lamp over here. So maybe you can see it a little bit better without discoloring it, which probably won't happen. Okay, but this is the weathered oak. Okay, it has that slight beigey tint, but also has a little bit of gray in it. Okay. The next one that we have is our rose stain. This one just kind of happens to be my favorite, at least currently. So this is our rose. And I keep going the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so that's a pretty one there. We have the dark walnut, which is a very common stain. You probably see it in a lot of places. It's a very chocolate stain. Okay, so that's this here. Okay. And we have an ebony stain currently as well. Okay, and that one is here. There we go. Okay. So that's what our stains look like done on a nice light wood, like a pine wood or a birch. That's, what all of these were done on. Well, this is just a basic pine, but same concept. All the light woods, pines, birch. What else is light? Ash.
Ash, birch.
So there's, of course, because it's you're putting these on something that's, all natural, you're most likely going to have, slight color variations in the woods and everything. Oh my.
What's up?
Well, apparently I am talking and nobody can hear me.
Are you paused? Or is your mic muted? Did you?
I am muted. Okay, let's tell me
You
now.
unmuted the wrong one.
I think so, yeah.
You unmuted the wrong one.
Oh, I unmuted, let's see, main cam Sonia PC. That's
you unmuted the wrong thing.
Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so I'm going to have to go back over a couple little things here. Well, the sayings I don't have to go back over, thankfully, because the name of them is written on the wood. As I was saying, though, those are done on just a simple pine wood, so those colors are pretty accurate as far as any of the light woods. And I can't think. The pines, the birches, ashwood. I'm not 100% sure. What else we've got? I can't remember. Okay, so, and then once we get, because I do have a dark wood here, but it's a scrap piece at the moment. It's the last piece I have left. So I may have Sonia, if he wouldn't mind tomorrow, cutting that up into smaller squares.
What's that? The stuff we got today?
No. It's some of the dark wood that we have from Oak Hooch.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and since it's going to be a wood that we're going to keep in our repertoire, I want to have the scrap that we have cut into squares so I can stain it so people can see the difference on the darker wood as well.
Okay.
Okay, since I have the light wood ones, now I want some dark wood ones. Because again, just because it's a darker wood doesn't mean you can't throw a rose stain on it and have it look absolutely gorgeous. And before I forget, Arlen, Miss Liza, thank you. Because we completely missed it.
And you got Marsha over here saying she can't see you, or is what's shown, so I pointed her to your Twitch, so she might jump over to yours.
Okay.
So she can see me. Yeah, she is on her stream. You can probably hear her on my stream, and you can see her. Well, you can hear her, but you can't see her on my stream. But you can hear me and see me on her stream because the way the cameras are kind of pointed.
Right.
We don't usually do this. This is kind of a first for us. So we're driving y'all crazy. But if you jump on that link I just sent you, twitch.tv Guineria, you can see her stream and her lovely face and what she's got going on over there. Let me see. Can I send it to you privately? Here.
Not sure.
Let me see if I can send it to you in Facebook right quick.
And again, for those of y'all that weren't here earlier today, Miss Marsha, that is my sister that I am currently making a 8x10 box for. And I'm still trying to get the picture just right to engrave it on the top of this box. But I am very glad she's here because now she can tell me what stain she wants. If she wants a stain or if she wants it all natural.
Okay, I just sent you in Facebook, so you should get a messenger with her link so you can see her stream. If you got a powerful enough computer, phone, whatever, you can probably watch them both. Might drive you a little crazy with some echo, but...
It can do that sometimes. And forgive me, this is literally not just, our streaming day. It's also technically my day off, so I look kind of afraid.
Yeah.
This is the day I work in the house and I do this and, laundry. So, hence the, kind of bumming clothes and all that.
Our shop's a mess, my desk is a mess, my workbench is a mess.
His whole room's just a mess.
Yeah. Got sawdust everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic filament all over from the printer.
Yep. Yep.
Been a rough week.
Just a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay, that's good now. Sorry. I was trying to get this to where I had the thing fully up and I could see the live chat over there on Facebook as well. Okay, so, excuse me, as I've said before, I am a vapor.
I
I
do
require
gotta get
nicotine.
your Restream connected to Facebook so you can see both Facebook and Twitch on your stream like I got here.
Yeah, that would be
I
a
will
good
set
idea.
you up and make sure you go all set up next time.
Yes, thank you.
Good, 'cause it took me a few minutes to get me set up over here to set up the scene.
That's okay. It's because right now, since you have 3 monitors on your desk, it's easier for me to have the 2 separate windows open.
Isn't it nice with 3 monitors?
I can't fit 3 monitors on my desk in the studio, so I'm good with the 2. And I have a tablet that I keep Facebook open to see the chat on there for now. And as Sonia said, he'll hook me up. So next week when we stream, you will actually have be able to. Well, you already are able to talk to us either on Facebook or on Twitch, and we can see the chat because we make it a point to keep everything open so we can see it.
Yeah, I think there might be an Android application for Restream Chat. There
Okay.
is a Windows application for it, so there's a separate chat application for that little corner there.
Mhm.
So you might be able to display on one of your tablets.
Okay.
I'll double check on that.
Okay.
I just got Touch Portal working on my tablet over here,
Mhm.
so I should be able to get it working on your old AT&T tablet, so you can control your scenes and all that.
Okay.
So
Good.
it's all work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress.
This is her 3rd stream ever, and
4th.
fourth stream ever. Yeah,
3rd
fourth
was
stream.
this earlier today.
3rd was this morning, this
is our
afternoon,
4th.
and this is my 5th or 6th. But mine have been pretty boring. Just kind of watch me tooling around the shop and doing a few things here and there.
Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give Sonia a quick project to throw into the Glowforge, so y'all can watch a little bit of it and see how this machine works. I do have it on my side as well. So when I switch the screen around, you'll be able to see the camera that's for the Glowforge and literally be able to watch it as it's doing its own little thing. That's how DC has it set up. That's why we are streaming in here tonight. Not only so y'all can get a first-hand look at, our partnership with DC and why we decided to partner with them and how basically they run their shop, or he runs his shop, I should say.
You gotta kind of forgive me a little bit. I did change the orientation of the camera and the software for the Glowforge, so the image is a little squashed a bit. I gotta play with that some more.
Okay.
And I get the resolution just right.
Okay.
But you kind of get the gist of it in the main screen. Inside the Glowforge we have a piece of tin, and this is going to be her kitchen witchery recipes.
No, it's not recipes. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the image that I downloaded that I'm basing this off of. I'm not copying the image, I'm just basing the project that we're doing off of this image. If you would, do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is the image that we were kind of basing this off of. Okay, the information that we're putting on this tin is basically the same, but the design's a lot different and the order, everything's laid out a bit differently. But that's kind of what we got going on.
Okay, this is a.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say this is a
I can actually put the image of the Glowforge up right now so they can see the piece of tin that's in there, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, did I give you a full size Glowforge
Well, I don't need full size, but I do want side by side.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so the second camera that you're shooting, that you should be seeing, is the Glowforge machine that has the piece of tin in it. And like we said, it's a bit squished, so you know, kind of use your imagination to enlarge it some more. Okay, so here's this back baby.
Yeah, what I'm looking up right now is kind of the settings. I have not done metal yet. This is my first time messing with metal. Let's see, we got Lumimark, Lumen Gray, speed 1000, power 27.2. Okay, so Lumen Gray.
Okay.
Speed 1000.
Okay.
27.
Who's scrolling and why? Although I have a pretty good guess.
270. This was 270. As close as we can get is 265. Can we put up 270 in there? Yeah, we can do 270 on there.
Yeah, he's muttering to himself. He's inputting all the settings for the Glowforge machine.
Okay. You know, in here we got, you know, the speed of the laser, how fast it passes over the material, the power, the wattage of the laser itself, and then the lines per centimeter, basically like the dots per inch, your resolution, how fine the image is. Yeah, it's pretty simple, and the number of passes, how many times the laser is going to go over the image that we select. And right now we're just doing a very simple font. We've chosen a Sacramento font, which she really likes. It's very close to her magical font that she uses on her website. She's used it on a few things, on her As Above, So Below plaques, her herbal kits and crystal kits on those pieces of wood there. She really likes this font.
I do. I really like it.
I do got to find it so I can install it on the computers. It's right now exclusive to the Glowforge program, but I'm sure I can find that font or another like it as close to it for Windows. Okay, how's the placement of the Kitchen Woodchurch title? You like it?
Oh, I didn't want the title.
Oh, you didn't want the title?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want an ivy vine up there.
An ivy vine.
Yes.
Okay, so what can I turn this into? You took the paper from me. Oh, no, you didn't.
I gave it back to you.
Okay. So what do we got? We got courage.
There's no typing up on the top.
I know. Okay, so we got courage should be the first one. It comes down around here. All right, we want an ivy vine. And do you have that in that image?
No.
I gotta find one.
Yeah. You're better at finding the ivies than I. Yeah, we go back and forth in who's finding what clip arts, or line arts, or vector arts that we use. Because some things he's better at finding, some things I'm better at finding.
I'm usually pretty good at finding some images. You know. Glowforge has a few good ones in here. Occasionally they do, occasionally they don't. Otherwise, I gotta Google's your friend.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Google's very much friend. Okay.
Let's see. Black and white. Line drawing.
My brain is actually just completely drawing a blank.
Ye gone blank.
Yep.
Bump. Yeah.
Oh, well, one of the things I wanted to show everybody it would be, because we touched base on it earlier today, is our Dremel machine, which is a 3D plastics printer that we're
not talking to each other right now.
Yeah, it's been giving him some,
Issues.
yeah.
I think I might have a bad stepper motor.
So we do have to wait on that one because we are trying to figure out if we need to send it back to the company for maintenance, even though it's only a couple months old.
You know, they want me to send it back so their techs can look at it. But it's got an arm and a leg to send it back.
Yeah,
But I did, you know, bite the bullet and buy a whole different machine, which should be here mid-November.
Yeah, 'cause
And
it
it's supposed to be a
of course
real
coming
nice
from-
high-end machine, which I can do all kinds of fun things with. Which, you know, I bought the Dremel because Dremel is supposedly, you know, the Dremel name, you know. For the most part, yeah, you know, they stood up, you know, the support was really good. They helped me through a bunch of troubleshooting. And it just got to the point where I said, well, there's not much we can do remotely. It might be down to the point where you have to send it to us and let our techs physically look at it. You know? So, you know,
Okay, but
it is what it is.
The point I was making is that I want to show you some of the things that have been done with this machine before it got broken.
Before it broke.
Yeah, before it broke. So after we send it in, get it fixed, and get it back, this is kind of some of the things that we'll be able to do. So, what we got over here?
What do we got? Well, yeah, we got the business card holder. We got Wing the Glory hiding
I
around
got her
here.
in
Oh,
my
you already
hand.
got her?
Yep, and I've got some more in.
This glows in the dark, apparently, I think.
Okay.
I think. I don't remember.
Okay, so the 3 items that I have here, and I have a couple more in my office, which I'll just go grab here in a minute. That way y'all can take a look at those as well. You'll have to, these are literally the first things that were ever printed on this printer. Settings and everything weren't always exactly right. But they actually came out pretty good for our first time ever touching this machine. So we have this one here, which we call our, one-legged winged glory.
One-armed.
Or, yeah, not one.
One-armed.
One-armed. As you can see, she is missing an entire arm.
Yeah, the arm didn't print.
Yeah, we don't know why it didn't print. It just didn't print. It kind of gave her a stubby, unfortunately. So this is one of the items that we kind of experimented with, and I will show you why we experimented with it as soon as I get the other 2 out of my office. But before we do that, I'm going to show you the other 2 we have here. Okay. So this is another piece that was made, and my mom had actually gotten, because we did a clear version after this, because this was the rough draft. We did a clear version afterwards, and my mom actually took it home with her and hand painted
Froggy! The AJ, okay, the business card holder.
Yep. So, as you can see, it's very simple. You guys probably don't need to see all that, but very simple business card holder. Okay. Just, experimenting with the machine, seeing everything it can do. And hi! I'm gonna hope that is my Miss Marcia. Okay, this is another piece here that he did. This is my husband's call sign, because he is a ham radio operator. So this is a piece that he printed out that sits on his workbench. Okay, and now I'm going to go and grab the other pieces from my office. So give me just a minute and I'll be right back. I'm going to put these back up.
Yep. We did print out a whole bunch of other stuff, She works for a dispensary here in Oklahoma, and we printed out some display cases. On my pegboard here on my workbench, I printed out a whole bunch of tool holders, screwdriver holders, and all different things for my workbench, to hold my tools. I printed out a paper towel holder to hold my shop towels and all kinds of neat things. So I hope to do all kinds of fun and interesting things with the 3D printer. So I found hopefully an acceptable ivy vine here. And let's go to this and save this setting.
Okay. Okay, so again, we'll go talking about that Winged Glory, our little one-armed lady. This was a file that we had gotten off of a 3D printing site and to experiment with and see what we could do. It was for, you know, those little tabletop miniatures, and we had to scale it up like 400% to get it this size. And as you can see, it's still very tiny. So because we had to scale it so much, it didn't print very well.
It was a poor quality model to begin with.
Yeah, because this is actually supposed to be Hectate, but again, it didn't come out very well. So I'm not even going to give you a close up of this because it's that bad. But all the experimentation with that machine has enabled us to do something as nice. Oh, I just got to get that little piece out of there. There we go. As this one here.
Oh, you witch, yeah.
Okay. And she came out beautiful. I'm so impressed with her, and the detail on her is perfect. You know, considering that she was printed from a 3D printer that we were still kind of experimenting with a little bit. Oh, yay! Charity is her daughter, and she's such a cutie. And for those that don't know, Miss Marsha, my sister, is the one I was talking about earlier, again, that I'm making the 8x10 box for, that I'm still trying to get the image that we're engraving on the top of the box just right, because I'm trying to have it represent 3 different people. So I'm trying to make sure that Miss Marsha is going to be extremely happy with it before I ship it out to her. Okay, so yeah, this is, like I said, just one of the examples of what we can do with our 3D printer once we get it fixed again. So hopefully in a couple of months we'll be able to offer, you know, even little stuff like this. Yeah.
And the new 3D printer is supposed to be really accurate and can do very, very fine material. So I'm very excited about getting that one.
Absolutely.
Of course, I got to build it from scratch. Another reason why I went with the Dremel, because it was pre-built, ready to go out of the box. The new one I have to build from scratch, and it comes in a kit. So that should be a lot of fun.
Okay. Alright, so that kind of gives you a glimpse of what we're possibly going to be doing with the 3D printer once we get it up and running. Once we get the new one up and running anyway, which, like he said, should be sometime next month.
Yeah, mid-November or so.
Right. Okay, so from there, you know, like he had said before, he also does have a CNC machine.
And that is a tough one to learn.
Trust me, I've heard the temper tantrums he's had out here trying to learn this thing.
Yeah, I've chewed up a few bolts. Yeah, a few bits. It's not easy to learn.
Okay, so, you know, I know I showed you a lot earlier this afternoon of our products, but if y'all will bear with me for just a moment, because I'm going to talk directly to my sister here for a second. Well, one of my sisters, because I got 2 sisters on here. I got my sister-in-law and my sister. Okay. Miss Marsha, if you wouldn't mind, you could take a look at these, and I'll make this full screen here in a second so you can get a better look. And kind of tell me which one you like, if any. You don't have to choose one either. Oh, no you didn't. Okay. These are the stain colors that we have. And like I said, you don't have to pick one. I can keep it 100% natural if you want. Okay, this one here is the ebony. Then you've got a dark walnut, the rose, and this is a weathered oak. It's not a rose gold, it's just a regular rose. Two of them there. I can't seem to hold them. Let's see if a little bit of light helps a little more. Is that better? Okay. You got it, honey. Alright. So, then what I will take from there is Sonia. I need 4 flat sheets of birch, please.
4 flat sheets of birch.
Yeah. Unwarped.
Unwarped. I'll just give you a stack.
That'll work too, because I'm showing off how we do this. Okay, so this is what we start with when we do it. I don't understand. Why
What?
don't you glue the samples together like you were holding them? Oh, because each one, never mind, my brain, yeah, just put it together. I'm sort of going to do something like that. I'm actually going to have a nice long board because I am missing one of my stains, which is a weathered gray. I believe it's up in the attic. Yeah, you know me. Brain farts all the time. Okay, so I do plan on having a nice long board and having all of my stains kind of showcased on there. That way, you know, because each one has etched in it what the stain is. So yeah, we'll have that nice long board, and I do plan on, once that's complete, yeah, I know. Once that's complete, I do plan on, you know, showing it here on the stream, as well as taking a picture of it, a really good picture with an HD camera outside in the daylight, and then posting that so y'all can get as close to exact colors as possible in an image.
Yeah, these fake LED fluorescent lights don't lend to good quality color replication.
Right.
Quality representation, rather, I should say.
So, okay. Back to what I was saying now. Okay, so this is what we start with right now for all of our boxes, and this is the birch wood. Okay, so it would stain just like these do because it's that nice, beautiful white color wood. Okay, for an 8x10 box, we actually need 4 separate sheets of this wood. Okay.
4 or 5, I don't remember. I think 5.
Okay, I've been corrected. It's 5. So we go through, because we buy these in the stacks. So we go through it and we take the warped pieces out and we use that for, you know, like our displays, not displays, but our prototypes, our practice runs, things like that. That way we make sure every piece of wood that actually goes out our door is going to have a certain quality standard. No, I didn't forget the lid. No, it's just, like for our 4x4 box, that takes 1 board. just one of these will make a 4x4 box. For our 5x7 boxes, I believe we need 2 or 3.
If you bring up the Glowforge interface, you can see the different boxes and the number of project pieces that it takes. And like I said, the 8x10, or yeah, the 8x10 I think takes 5. The 5x7 takes 3, I think. And the
Nope, 5x7 takes 2.
takes 2.
Yep.
And the 4x4 I think just takes 1.
Right. 4x4 takes 1, 5x7 takes 2, and the 8x10 takes 5. Okay. So you can kind of see that process. And you know, one thing that we do is we stain all of the wood before it gets burned and etched and cut. So everything comes out flawlessly. You know, that's exactly what I did with this piece here, and actually you can actually see through it just slightly. But we did that with this, and the reason we do that is because then you don't get those globs and goops of stain inside the etchings, and it looks horrible when you do it that way. So we make sure we stain everything before it gets etched, before it gets burned. Okay.
Comes out much prettier.
Yes, a lot prettier. Okay, so how you doing over there, Sonia?
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo. Turn off Glowforge. And if I turn off the light, I might be able to see a little better what I'm doing.
Quite
A
possible.
little
Just wait
less
for it to rescan.
glare.
With the Glowforge interface, you can't see what you're doing with that, can you? The desktop. No.
Well, they're seeing my desktop.
Well, on yours, sure.
Yeah.
But my people can't see your desktop. I mean,
Unfortunately, no.
I mean, they probably can just a tiny bit if they could zoom in really good, but...
Well, that's over. Now I can kind of see what I'm doing. A little less glare.
Does that font allow you to underline it?
I don't believe so. Let me double check.
No, regular's grayed out,
No.
so it won't let you change any of the settings for it.
Yeah, no.
Dang it.
If I did an underline, I would have to manually.
Oh, well, that's a perfect line.
Add a line.
That works. Yeah, but that way, you know, each kind of category has an underline on it, and then the herbs are listed underneath of it. Yeah, this is kind of what we do throughout the day as we're designing things, you know, and because we do tweak everything.
Where did it go?
Your line disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Maybe it's not a solid line, that's why it disappeared. Okay. So, what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to go through a couple of things that I went through on our debut stream. Yeah, he is a very smart techie and EMT. Believe me, he blows me out of the water sometimes. But then again, where do you think I learned everything I know from, pretty much? Okay, so, yeah, I know this is only our 4th stream, but keep in mind, we know that, you know, there are people that couldn't make it to that last weekend's, you know, first debut, and maybe they've been able to make it to this one. Because right now, while I can see how many people I have on Twitch watching, I can't see how many people I have on Facebook watching. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I can see the chat, but I can't see the viewers. So, I don't have quite an accurate representation of how many people are watching until Sonia fixes it for us next week. where the Facebook chat will be fully integrated into my little dashboard program that I have going here for our streams. So it'll make it a little easier.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what I've never did a line through the Glowforge interface, so I'm not sure what it's going to give me.
Okay, then can we do that? Can we do that on a test piece of wood first?
Yeah, I would prefer to do it on a test piece.
Because I don't want to ruin that tin. It's the only one I got at the moment. So let me just throw in, I've got a really warped piece of birch here. So let me throw that in there, if that's okay.
You're going to make me realign everything?
Well, no, I'll put it pretty much exactly where that is. You're not going to have to realign it. Yeah, because it's not that hard. This is a lot bigger than that.
Do you realize I got to change all the settings because it's a different material? Just going to engrave different.
You're a pain in my butt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really a pain in my butt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're going to have to change them because I'm not going to burn it.
Yeah, but a line in the wood may not come out the same as the line in the metal.
I
So
understand that.
we'd
but
have to...
You need to at least see if the line is possible.
We don't have a scrap piece of metal running around down there? Don't I have a little piece of tin that I had bought to try to cut?
I think so. Quite possibly.
There's like a little business card piece or something?
Oh, that was this, and that's not hammered metal. That's not the same kind of tin.
But it's close. It's a piece of metal.
Okay.
You know, I'd rather throw that on there and...
Have to throw this away instead?
Yeah, then do a whole 12-inch piece of birch.
Okay, go for it. Okay. Let me squeeze back through here. Now, as you can probably see, the start of Sonia's workbench, and I could pick up the camera and show you around a little bit more. I'm sorry, honey. It does to me too, at least it did when I first started. I didn't know what the crap to do. I actually had to go to Sonia and say, okay, show me what I'm doing here.
What's that?
Twitch.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I guess I could burn this and see.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, just to kind of give us, you know, an idea of what we're working with and if it's going to do it properly.
It's going to get loud in here.
Yeah, bear that. Hold on before you actually start. Let me give a little bit of warning. So, this machine does get loud. So, baby, take as much off as you can for right now.
Okay, so,
and just test out the line.
Okay, so let's ignore the ivy. Ignore that.
Okay, he's fixing the settings now. But while he's doing that, I'll warn you guys, this machine gets loud. So while we do have it set up so you can see the Glowforge as it's working as well from our stream, keep in mind that it may get loud enough that you might request me to mute the microphone. But thankfully we're just doing a quick word with Alon to test it out. And so you guys can kind of see how this machine works a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to the dual screen. And now lovely Sonia's going to have to fix my side as well. Let me check something really quick.
Filled shades must have closed.
I'm going to switch one more screen. Alright. I don't think we can both, either that or it's because he's looking at it, I'm not really sure, but Glowforge machine has disappeared for me. Glowforge has disappeared for me. Okay.
Give me a second.
Yep. I'm going back to the main screen so they can still see me at least. I'm not really sure what happened.
Oh, it's still live.
I've got nothing.
Oh.
The camera's just gone. Sorry, bear with us just a few minutes. Yay! Okay, we have the Glowforge machine.
Alright. This is okay.
Baby?
Well, use the control and the shift and there you go.
Aha.
Okay. This is a line, but it's not a line. So
Okay, what does that mean?
it's a line, but it's not a line.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's I'm gonna have to go old school. Bring up good old Microsoft Paint. And draw me a line.
Okay, it keeps resizing my frame. Baby.
Yeah, because you got the group.
And I'm doing the control shift
Yeah, you
like
got
you
the
told
group.
me. No,
Yeah.
I keep changing it. I'm trying to select just the frame. But it's not.
Yeah, hold. You gotta hold the control and the shift. There you go.
Oi.
It's a little busy.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky. All
I
right.
don't think I like the way the camera's resized.
It can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so
I'm
he's
making a
getting
line right
ready
quick.
to hit the print button, but before he does all of that,
Yeah, well, I had
Well,
to
it'll be a
create a
few
line.
minutes, I
Yeah,
know.
I had to create a line because their line is not a line. It's some weird shape.
okay. Okay, but while he's doing that, we can really quickly go over some of the things that Essence of Magic does. Really quick, for those of you that didn't see the debut stream last weekend. Okay, so we offer herbs and herb kits and herb refill kits. We have 3 different size kits that we're going to be offering. A small, medium, and a large kit. Now, the full kits will have their own glass bottles that they go into, and we are still experimenting a little bit with the etching process for the glass bottles. And keep in mind, because these are ones that Sonia has on his desk, so he has examples to go by for the specs to be able to engrave them properly. So they do not have the corks that go in them. I have them in the studio. So keep that in mind. Okay, so this is our smallest bottle. This is what is commonly known as the Wish bottle. Okay, and this is 15 milliliters. Yeah, 15 milliliters. Our medium bottle is here. Okay, this bottle here is 30 milliliters. And finally, our large bottle is this one here. You've probably seen me tapping it over here on my leg. But this is our large bottle, and it is 2.5 ounces. Now, one thing I do need to make clear is with our herbs, because we put them in glass vials, in glass jars, we do not measure them out by weight. We measure by volume. Okay, so basically we take this container, we fill it, tap it on our hands or the, whatever surface we're working on, pack it down a little bit, fill it again, tap it again, fill it again. We do that process 3 times total to make sure that by the time these bottles get to you, you don't have, what unfortunately annoys a lot of us, and that is the contents may settle during shipment and you get a half a bottle. I mean, really? Come on.
Well, we are ready to print.
Okay. Well, that's good because that's pretty much it for the herb kits. The refill kits will be in little baggies. So they'll be specifically measured out for these specific bottles. So our refill kits will be exactly for these little bottles, and they'll just be in a little plastic baggie. But, okay, so Glowforge is ready. So
Hit the button.
Go hit the button.
All right.
Now this is only a 4-minute print. Keep in mind, loud.
About 4.5 minutes.
Exactly, Marshall. Exactly. I hate that. It's very annoying. Content settled during shipment. No. When I get my bottles, I like them to be full. Full. Okay, and since I'm not going to run all the way into the studio to get some more of the stuff to be able to kind of keep it fresh in everybody's mind and so you can see it again. Sonia, love?
It's not even making a scratch on it.
Oh,
So the settings that...
Can you hand me the DC sign? No, the DC sign under the Glowforge? Under the Glowforge? Okay, we have some of these in the studio as well that say crystal kits and one that says herbal kits in there hanging up on the walls in there. Oh, they weren't hanging up earlier because I had them down and I showed them to you. But they are hanging up now. They are on the wall. So this is going to be basically just another example of that same wood. Okay, it's just a wood pile, basically a pine cut that we get that's already pre-finished, and the lines in it are already done for us. The beveling's already done for us. All we have to do is put our customization on the top of it and seal it, and we're good to go. So this is one of the woods that I'm talking about here. Now this, keep in mind, this particular one was a rough draft, so the engraving is a lot deeper than we actually use for the most part. And sorry about the dog hair. I have a very furry puppy. So, but yeah, this is one of the pieces of wood designs that we are going to be offering. Okay. Oh, and there are a couple of experimental pieces that I actually forgot to show you earlier this afternoon. So I'm actually going to grab those because they're in here on Sonia's workbench. These. Okay, and since, again, I'm not going to run all the way into the studio and grab a bunch of stuff, I'm just going to give you different examples, basically the DC examples. Okay, so if you remember, I had showed you my name sign that he had done for me. It just says Gwineria. It has a little ivy vine around it. This is a kind of another example of a name sign. And I believe this was done in a cherry wood as well. Sonia, your DC name sign.
Mm-hmm.
Was that done in a cherry wood?
Same piece of wood.
Okay. Oh, same piece of wood. So that makes it nice and easy. Okay, so this is an example of that here. Okay, and that, again, that's done on a cherry wood. Okay, and cherry wood is going to be one of the woods that we offer. Okay. Alright. So, I know I showed y'all a bunch of different shapes and woods that we're going to be working with earlier today. There are two that I forgot, and one, this is one of them. It is just a 7-inch circle, you know, nice basic pine, 7-inch circle. Okay. Okay. We're not quite sure what exactly we're gonna do with them. You know, but of course we're always open for suggestions. You know, you want to send us thoughts, ideas, pictures, images, anything like that. Of course, you can always email us at, what is it, Sonia?
Customize at essenceofmagic.com.
Okay, well, I knew the ending. Okay, so it's customize at essenceofmagic.com or images at essenceofmagic.com. I have that one set up as well.
We are going to retry this print with some different settings and see if we can actually get an engraving.
Okay, this is a 5x7 tile. This is the second piece that I forgot earlier today. Okay, very simple. Same thing as the round one, same thing as a lot of the other woods that I showed you earlier today. Again, just a very simple pine, but it has that nice little inset done on the sides for me already, so I don't have to put it into one of the machines to, you know, do it some more. So it makes the process a little bit quicker. So again, those are just some examples.
Alright, here we go again. Ready?
Yep, go for it.
Alright.
Put these back on his workbench. You know, I said I didn't want to carry them all into the studio. Good things, I'm only carrying them 5 feet at the moment.
Oh, what'd you drop?
I got it. Okay. So while that's going, I'm going to show you guys some of the other... What happened?
Still playing with the settings. It's starting to scratch the surface.
Okay. Alright, so...
We're getting a little closer.
I promised I would show you guys the other hinges and locking mechanisms and stuff that we use. Okay, well these are the... Okay, these are the ones I've already shown you. These are the ones that we use on the small boxes. Okay. Let's see. Looks like those are the same. Wait, that's weird. Okay. And I showed you the ones that go on the 8x10 boxes already. So, put those away. And actually, you know, bear with me a minute, because I am going to re-show the ones that go on the 8x10 boxes, since Miss Marcia is here. she will get a chance to actually see the latch that's going to be on her box. Okay. So this is the latches that we are using for the 8x10 boxes. Okay. This comes out just like that and pops open. That flips up. Okay. It's the bottom. It's a simple peg. Tops. See it a little bit? Okay, so those are the latches, or well, latches. Yeah, those are the latches that we use for the 8x10 boxes. Okay, that's another box. And another box.
All right, here we go again.
All right. Okay. These are the ones that we use on the 5x7s and the 4x4s. These right here. These are very simple. No real design on them. Again, very simple. And then I know I showed you guys earlier today, but just to kind of re-show. Okay, these are the feet for our boxes.
Nope.
Okay. Those are the feet. And these are our corner pieces.
We may have to pump her up to full power.
Okay. I wouldn't doubt it with metal. Okay. Are these all the lock hinges and stuff that we've got at the moment?
Yeah, we only have 2 types, maybe 3 types of hinges. You know, we don't have a whole bunch of different hinges
we
and
still
stuff.
are getting more. Right now we focused on the basically the kind of antique-ish look, but we do also plan on offering silver as well, or chrome, or however you want to look at it. So the one thing I will not offer, and I mean no offense, but you know, for those
Brass.
that do like it, but I will not offer brass. Only because it tarnishes and it can look pretty ugly at times if you don't know how to care for it properly. And I don't want my customers, clients, you guys to have to worry about constantly caring for a hinge or a latch or something like that. So we're pretty much offering, you know, the antique look, steel or chrome or however you want to look at that one, silver look. But no brass. Sorry. Okay. Alright, so please. Baby?
Oh.
Yeah, I had it all over here. I got 2 more.
You got 2 more?
Okay, so he's still working on that. So, I'm going to show you one more thing that we are going to be doing tonight. You know, not necessarily on cam, but it's just a project that I have kind of earmarked to do tonight.
Here we go again. Cross fingers.
Is it working? I don't know. So, while he's doing that, I got some more. Now, I know I showed you the round ones that I have already done. And I may just go into the studio and grab one so you can see, but then it's still a little, it's a natural one, I should say. I haven't stained it in any way. All I did was seal it and put in the piece that I needed to. And that's for our cone incense furnace. We have done our round version already, but tonight we are going to be working on our square version. Okay, they have that nice bevel on these. Okay, and what we do is we etch a design on the top of it, and then we drill out the center, and we put these little cups in, and I'm gonna go grab them so I can show you guys. Yay, did it work?
No, I don't think it's focusing
Uh-oh.
right in the right spot.
Uh-oh.
We're still working on it.
Alright, so I'll be right back, guys. We're gonna run into the studio.
All right.
Okay, let me grab one of these.
What you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. I already got it.
You already got it?
Yeah. But everybody's going to get a rare treat. At least on my side, anyway. Y'all want to meet my dog?
The booger butt?
Yep. Okay. This is my dog. This is Angel. And yeah, he really is this big. Ready? Hold on. Wait before you give him that. Angel, sit. Good boy.
Hey. Oh. Focus. Ready? Oh, yeah.
Not quite what I was going to have him do, but it works too. Yeah, when he stands up, he is just as tall as I am. Honey, if you don't think I know you had surgery on Monday, you're insane. Because believe me, I've been watching your Facebook very closely. You know me better than that. And I will admit, you know, I am a Facebook, you know, kind of lurker. I don't post much. Yeah. I don't post much on my personal account, but I love having it because it, you know, it was those social media accounts that got me back in touch with so many people, including my sister Marcia, after so long. You know, her and I were apart for a very long time. We lost touch for a while, but then found each other back on social media and made sure we haven't lost contact again since. Okay, so just to kind of show you guys something here. Angel, ready? Up! Yep, this is my puppy. Yep, he is a German Shepherd and Great Pyrenees mix. This is true, but it is a little bit difficult to be on there as much as I would like to be, because I also do have a day job. as I was saying earlier, I do work in the dispensary, you know, and unfortunately those days tend to be 11 and 12-hour days. So by the time I get home, I'm so tired I pretty much crash. You know, this week, this coming week, I don't think pretty much anybody's going to hear from me much, as I am working every single day this week, because my awesome boss, and he's an awesome boss, don't get me wrong, but he is on vacation this week. He took his little 6-year-old to Disney. He's a adolescent. Yay. So he is out of town for the next week, but thankfully his brother's still here and he set up security and everything like that, so it's still good. But yeah, so this week is going to be extremely busy, but then after that we die back down, and it should start leveling out after that, and I'll be able to actually interact a lot more on our Facebook page, our Twitter, and our Instagram account, because we do have all three. So if you ever want to check us out, you're more than welcome to check out any one of those accounts. On Facebook, we are Essence of Magic. On Instagram, it is Essence of Magic as well, but it's essence.of.magic. And at the end of magic, make sure you put that K, or you ain't going to the right spot.
Which is not working.
What do you mean?
Essence Magic.K.
Really?
I told you it's getting a 404.
Huh.
Not a scratch.
Wow.
So I didn't have to do some research on some metals.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even scratch it.
Yep. Not even a scratch on the surface.
So metals are going to be put on hold while I do some research.
Okay.
I know it can be done. They've got it on the thing, and some people have done it. I just got to
That's
do
okay.
some research and whatnot.
There is something else I can have you work on. Why don't you pull up a pentagram?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the incense burner that I went to go grab. Okay, and this is just a very simple cone incense burner. This is a little metal piece that we put inside. And they are actually just a door pull, believe it or not, that you could get at Home Depot. Now, the reason we did that particular item on this wood is because if you look at the back, there is a hole in the back. Now, this one in particular is a little too tight, but the reason we did that hole in the back is so you could take a screwdriver, a pencil, whatever you want, push it down, and this will pop out so you can replace them. And like I said, those are little door pulls that you can get at Home Depot, so they're really easy to replace. Okay, but these are our cone incense burners. These is our round version. We're getting ready to do some square versions, which of course is going to have the round, pentagram in there. But there's going to be a few other versions that I want to do as well. So right now we have 4 of these that are completely blank. And type it anytime, honey, because I'm reading as I'm talking. Okay, so I have 4 blanks right now that I'm going to kind of test out some designs on, and it should give you guys a chance to kind of see the Glowforge in action, since we know exactly how our wood burns. And, yes, honey, I do. And kind of see the process firsthand.
Hey, we got.
Well, take this one first, because that one's nice and smooth.
Do you want to stain them first?
That's why I'm saying take this one. This one I'm going to keep natural.
Okay.
And this is the one that the pentagram's going on.
Okay.
These, I want to kind of sand this one down a little bit. It's got a little bit of roughness on the top.
Yeah.
And this will give you a splinter, so I'm going to sand those down a little bit as well. And I'm going to stain these before you do them. That way I can kind of have an example of the stains as well. And if you're curious how I do the staining process, it's all dry stained. I take a paper towel, put a little bit of stain on it, and just rub it into the wood. You got it. You got it. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Okay. No problem, honey.
Yeah, we're just going to standard pentagram on this one, not the flower one.
See which one looks better on the square. Yes, I'm lighting a cone. Because I love my dog, but he stinks right now.
Yes, he's one stinky ass dog.
Well, I kind of gathered that when you said it was a pill bottle. But I definitely do understand. If you remember, I have my daddy's in basically...
Salt shaker.
Yeah, it's a salt shaker that I bought at the dollar store, and then I bought corks for them and spray painted them. So my daddy's ashes are in, you know, a tiny little salt shaker that I got from a dollar store. Yeah, so I get it. I understand completely. Yeah, I don't change it only because it is the last bottle left. Everybody else that was given his ashes have either lost them or they've been destroyed in fires or whatever the case may be. I even had one bottle that just and this is it was really freaky because it was the bottle that I had saved for my little brother since he was it's a nice way of putting it, detained for a few years. Wait till I send you the box. I'll send you something for her as well. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Okay, so now I completely lost my train of thought.
Do you have one of the? Oh, I got one right here.
What?
One of these old cups.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got to the point where I couldn't wear the bracelet anymore because I have hairy arms. Yeah. Yeah, I used to shave them when I was younger, when I was a teenager. You should remember that, Marcia. So, unfortunately now, I have hairy arms. So the bracelets tend to pull on the little hairs. What? What do you want? Huh? Sorry, dog. Hi, Booger. Yes, we call him Booger. Come over on this side. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Alright, so, yeah. I completely lost my train of thought and forgot where I was going.
It went bye-bye?
Yeah. Happens. I think I already said I'm actually going to stain 3 of these before they go into the glow forge.
What?
Yeah, that one looks really good on there.
What's this one? Hold on there.
But I know on one of them I'm going to be doing a very basic triple moon. I'm also going to be doing a can't talk, no teeth, that's what happens. A, baby, say it.
I can't say it, I don't know.
Triquetra. I can't, my mouth doesn't make the right vowels anymore. But I'm sure you know what I mean. Okay, and the last one I'm still kind of debating on exactly what I want to do with it. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably put some type of Celtic design on it.
So where is this one?
It gets even worse when you have literally no top teeth. Yep, I finally had them all the top ones removed, and a lot of the bottom ones too, just not the ones right up in here. So I'm actually, my mouth is finally, for the first time in like 25 years, my mouth is completely pain-free. It's amazing. I love it. Even if it does make talking a little weird sometimes. And I don't even mind the soft foods. I get to eat a lot of ice cream. Who are you talking to like that? Go ask Daddy.
What's he
Cookie?
want?
Cookie? Oh, no you didn't. Okay, for those of you that are not aware, you know, I have set this stream at a not meant for children level, you know, 18 or older, pretty much. So, yeah, there's bound to be talk like that, and we don't shy away from it because we know there are sex witches out there as well. So, everybody has questions. Everybody has designs that they like, and we're not going to shy away from any of that. So, and you'll probably, as you get to know me over the course of time, you will learn that my brain is not always very clean.
That's an understatement.
As my sister is so eloquently demonstrating at the moment. Because although she is right, baby, I need you to come over here and see this because I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh, God. Oh, for crying out loud.
You and me both. Oi, dog, get down. I'm on wheels. You can't jump on me right now. Yes, he is very demanding when he wants my attention, and when he doesn't get it, he tends to get very fresh. Isn't that right, Bugger? And unfortunately, what I mean by fresh is he terrorizes Daddy. And then when Daddy yells at him and he has to go away from Daddy, he goes and he terrorizes the three cats. So, yeah, he's still very much a puppy. Stop it! It's not time to play, you silly boy. No.
I need you to kind of
What?
approve this, sort of.
Well, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, no, you got to come here because you got to see.
Okay, 1 second.
All right. You see the circle?
My butt.
I can't highlight it because it's underneath.
I can see it.
But that's basically the cup.
Okay, that
And
works.
that's where the image pretty much sits.
Ow!
It's pretty much maxed out on the tile.
Ow, rub it. He just scratched my back. Dang it, why you gotta do that? Come on. But yes, I approve.
Okay. So, hold on. Where'd my caliper go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
I gotta kick him out.
Oh.
He's getting to the point where he wants to play and run around, and if our focus isn't solely on him, he's gonna start being bad.
Okay.
So, okay. What you got?
So this is the inner part of the cup.
Okay.
And this is the outer part of the cup. So this is where the hole will be. And this is where the lip will be.
Okay. Well, I'm all I need to know is where the lip is, and you showed me that already.
Yeah. The lip will be
Right there.
covering kind of the sticks, but
Right.
the hole will be pretty much in the middle.
Right. And the reason I said I approve is because if you look, this one is pretty much in the exact same position, and that's exactly how I want it.
Okay. So you approve this?
I approve it. Okay, so the wooden pentagram one is going to be slightly different because we're using a slightly different pentagram. We are actually using our nature pentagram because we have two different versions of the pentagram. We've got the nice basic one, which I showed you on the incense burner we're currently using. And then we also have one that has, the pentagram is made out of branches and it's got this beautiful vine around it. It's really pretty. I think you'll like it if you haven't seen it already, because I know I showed some of the boxes that we've done. And if you haven't seen it on mine, maybe you've seen it on Sonia's, because he showcased a couple of the boxes as well. And that design is on one of the boxes. Yeah, and I wanted to choose basically something small and something that wouldn't take a huge amount of time, because there are some of our projects where it'll be in the Glowforge for 5, 6, 7 hours.
I think the longest I had was 6 hours.
6 hours so far?
Yeah.
So you can kind of see how much time goes into the projects. The more detailed or the bigger it is, the more time it's going to take, of course. But some of these can take,
Let me see one of
a
those
lot of
blanks.
They're all different, baby. The sizes are all different.
Yeah, but it gives me a basis.
Oh, the rough idea?
Yeah.
Give it back. Okay, yeah, the 3 that I currently still have, the blanks that I'm using, the reason I gave him the one that I did is because it's the smoothest and most finished one that I can keep natural. The rest of these, I actually need to take a piece of sandpaper a little bit to the edges to get off some of the kind of loose wood that's there, so people don't get splinters, and that way it looks a lot nicer. And then the last piece, I actually just need to kind of sand the top a bit because it's a bit rough. You may not be able to see that fully, but it's a bit rough on the top, so I'll sand it down so it's nice and smooth. Yeah. So I mean, as you can see, they're not 100% finished. We don't buy them that way. They're still raw wood. We still got to work on them a bit sometimes. But the base shape is already there. That's why we get it. Because it just makes it much easier on us.
Alright, this is going to be about a 39-minute print.
Okay, that's not too bad. And they're able to still hear me and everything fully, even when it's going, because it's...
Yeah, even if we go off stream and end the stream, the camera is still live.
Yep. Yep. So even when we decide to end the stream, if the machine's still going, y'all can still watch that camera. Every time, well, almost every time that Glowforge goes online, that camera goes live. So, actually, if Sonia wouldn't mind,
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
he'll post the link for the camera itself. You're more than welcome to bookmark it and check it every so often. And you may see one of our Essence of Magic, our designs in there, or you may see one of DC's designs in there. We will get permission from those who are buying a custom product to display the Glowforge as their product is being completed. Because we don't want someone to put something, customize something that's personal to them, and they kind of want to keep it to themselves. We understand, those kind of things. So, every time someone orders something that's custom, they will have to basically say yay or nay to whether we're allowed to broadcast the product being made. that's something I'm still working on the store to be able to have that disclaimer on there. Like I said, the store is still very much a work in progress. Um, you know, I can't do the photos for my product photos quite yet because I'm actually waiting for my in-laws who are moving here this month. And so they'll be here right around the 23rd,
End of the month.
24th, somewhere in there. So, and I'll, of course, give them plenty of time to settle in and things like that. But they have, their new house has the most beautiful backyard, landscaped, manicured backyard. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it has these little oasis areas kind of tucked away in certain spots. And inside these little, you know, nature oasis, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It makes you feel like you're just, I don't even know how to explain it. It just puts you at ease. So I'm going to be asking them if I can kind of use their backyard for photo shoots to be able to showcase my products. Because my backyard's not that pretty yet. It's still a work in progress as well. And I have an 135-pound dog that, you know, likes to run a lot in the backyard. Yes, thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Serene. See, she knows what I'm talking about. Thank you for that. Okay. What are you doing over there?
I just posted the link to the Glowforge
Okay. Where'd you post it?
on your Facebook page.
Okay. So the link to the Glowforge machine he just posted to our Facebook page. So anytime you want to check out that Glowforge, see if it's running, see if we got a project going, even if we're not streaming, you're more than welcome to click on that link and check it out. And like I said, if we got something going, it will be broadcasted. So
It's always broadcasting, whether there's something in there or not, so be welcome to check it out at any time. Even if we're streaming, not streaming, if there's something going, you know. On my Twitch page is the link to all the cameras.
just keep in mind, you may catch a hand moving every once in a while or something over there.
You know, we got the 3D printer, the CNC, the workbench, the Glowforge, and as we add tools and things, we'll add cameras and, you know,
Yeah, because I really want him to add a camera that comes down from the ceiling right above his work table.
for the drill press and the
That
saws.
he can kind of rotate, do a 360-degree rotation on.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get a look and see of all the tools that he works with. That's kind of what I'd like to see.
We got big plans.
And we'll get there. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. You know, I had to, and I will admit, I jumped the gun really quickly and a lot when I started up Essence of Magic. You know, because I was very excited, and so I wanted to do all these huge things, but I was, you know, putting the cart before the horse, so, and that doesn't work very well. You kind of need, you know, your engine, your horse, before the cart. So, you know, our game plan now, basically what we're doing now, you know, starting small with just streaming and going live. I know, honey, not the first time. It's a bad habit. What we're doing now with the Facebook Live and going on Twitch and everything like that and kind of showing you everything is all thanks to Sonia behind me. Because he had started doing all of this with his DC. Yeah, he had the right plan from the get-go.
Yeah, I found Twitch one day by accident. Started watching some folks build some models and paint miniatures and play some video games and stuff. And I got kind of interested, and then we kind of started up the companies, and I decided, what the heck, do it myself. And here we are today. And we are kind of thinking about branching into a Patreon site as well. So there'll be a chance to do some like monthly subscriptions and things, and we'll get you some extra features and products, and as we branch out,
Yep, because I do very much plan on, and I'm hoping that our first time we do this will actually be for Yule. And there's a reason that I want this to be the first time that I do this for that particular holiday. And I'll explain really quick. Winter solstice and Yule, December 21st. I got all those holidays right in one. I also have my birthday. So not like, stars are screaming at me, yeah. You're going to be pagan, you're going to be Wiccan. No, not at all. So, and it also, kind of helps a little bit in explaining a little bit of my personality too, because I have a massive obsession with anything that has to do with the moon. You can ask Sonia.
Owl at the moon.
I have moon stuff everywhere. My favorite animal is an owl. A nocturnal animal, of course. The owl is also my spirit guide. So, and currently, I should probably rephrase that for some people, spirit guide in some religions. Right now, the owl is also my familiar. Okay, she is my spirit familiar. So that's kind of yep. And before I forget, those of you that don't know, and I think I mentioned this earlier once already, Miss Butterfly Mom, of course, my sister Marsha, and she has gorgeous kids, let me tell you. All of the kids are gorgeous. All of them. And that includes the boys, too. She's got very handsome boys. Her firstborn, though, I have to say I am just a little bit partial to because she is my goddaughter. She's my Erica. I was also present and accounted for when she was born, so I don't have any children myself. Let me rephrase. I don't have any natural born children myself because I was diagnosed with endometriosis and PCOS when I was 16 years old and was told then that it would be damn near impossible for me to have a child. So, but I figure it's just the goddess's way of saying that maybe it's not meant for me this time around, and it'll happen next time around, and I'm okay with that. Because, you see, I met this amazing man behind me who has a son from a previous marriage, and even in that previous marriage, we get along great with his ex-wife and her current wife. So we all have, she's the one that has Defender Jerky that we were also talking about earlier today. So he has his son, which is, granted it might be theirs biologically, but he is my son by heart. Okay. So, I watched that kid grow up, and he may not be little anymore, but he's always going to be my little man. And he now has a boy of his own, my little grandbaby. He did inherit the new, little man title. But, exactly. And I adore our grandson. He's too funny. He's the most adorable. I could go on and on and on, basically saying the same thing over and over again. Just about him. Yeah. And if we could, we would absolutely spoil him completely rotten.
Oh, we try.
We try. We don't get away with it all the time. Oh my God, I know. I about cried. I was like, no, she's not an adult yet. She's not allowed to be.
My little boy turns 24 soon.
My goddaughter's turning.
In a month.
My goddaughter just turned 21 on the 1st.
Wow.
Yeah. I still have the picture of me sitting in the hotel or the hospital room holding her. Just hours after she was born. Damn, it makes you feel old. Apparently I got some type of medal.
You got a medal? What do you received 100 messages today with Restream Chat? Hey,
Okay.
all right.
Oh, yay, you can start to see stuff happening.
Yeah?
Yay.
All right. Oh yeah, on the Glowforge, yeah, you can actually see some
Yay.
progress. All right. This is a little deeper, a little darker burn than the last one we did.
Then this one?
Yeah.
Why?
I may have used the wrong setting.
Okay, we'll get another package then because I like this lighter burn
Yeah.
better.
You know, I have to sort through my settings. The interface is kind of kludgy as far as the way they got it laid out.
Okay.
Because the different materials, the different
Well,
settings and all that, it's not really laid out the best way.
well,
So it is kind of hard to get lost.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why can't you cuss on Twitch?
Huh?
Have you ever cussed on Twitch? Has anybody ever come out with shit about damn?
Oh, in chat?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I got the moderation turned on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the profanity filters, discrimination filters. Yeah. Yeah, we can cuss all we want. But you all gotta behave.
Alright. Marsha. Because I know you probably didn't catch it fully. Arlen is my sister-in-law Liza. And she was just making sure you can still chat and type in the chat and everything.
Yeah, I think if you hit the moderation filter, you get muted for 60 seconds.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can override that in the mod panel by allowing it to go through.
That would be kind of good.
So if Liza is logged into the moderation panel, she can override the moderation and allow it through.
Well, I want to see how it's done, so I'll do it later.
Yeah,
If you
because I know I did that to Mom this afternoon once you called Angel Big Fatty. It got moderated. I had to let it through.
Okay, yeah, I'll play with the settings later and see
Yeah,
if I
you
can't
can set the
loosen up some of those
sensitivities.
restrictions.
Yeah,
Because
it's all set to default right now.
I'm sorry, but if you can't say, half the stuff half the shit I say sometimes in chat, you gotta have my vocabulary. vocabulary at points in time.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just set it. It's all the default settings, so
Okay,
you
so
can go in and set the sensitivities.
we have to get a few more packages of this anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because
yeah.
I want to have some on hand.
Yeah.
Um,
And like I
So-
said, the more I play with this interface, and like I said, they just made a change come November 3rd.
uh-huh.
So there's probably going to be more changes to the interface. And I probably got to start making my own spreadsheet with settings.
Don't tempt me, Marcia. I just might.
What?
Make her a mod.
What's that?
I'm just looking at your camera versus my camera.
Why is that?
Well, like I said, I do plan on fixing that setting a bit because, yeah, if I have to type, you know, shit, damn, fuck, whatever into chat, then damn, I better not get my damn self moderated. It's my channel.
Well, you wouldn't because you're a moderator.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to say it, everybody else should be allowed to say it.
Yeah, you can go into the settings and allow certain things and play with it.
Okay.
Like, 'cause this is on your fourth screen, so.
Yeah. We're still learning how the program works and, you know, still adjusting everything. You know, kind of like earlier when I went to switch over to the Glowforge camera and it disappeared. It was just gone. And that's the second time that's happened. Right here with the Glowforge, when we first started and got everything hooked up, it disappeared on us before we even started streaming. We were like, what the crap? You know, we thought we fixed it.
Yeah, it's just network glitches and whatnot.
Yeah.
You just had to set the buffer setting right.
That's also why I'm not switching cameras back and forth right now. I'm kind of leaving the dual cameras up there because I don't want to change the screen and then the Glowforge disappears on us again.
Yeah, if they want a bigger picture, they can go to the link in Facebook and open up another tab and get a nice great big picture.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But this way you can kind of see the Glowforge, at least from here, you can see the Glowforge working on the camera, and you can still see me and Sonia from the main camera here. And Marcia, honey, you'll have to catch us next Saturday too, so you can see the studio. I'll do a quick showcase on the studio again next week. Lulu, what are you doing, little girl? That's all I ask. Just to try, but keep it, when you do show up, just, you know. Yeah, I know you, never mind, I'll know when you show up. Well,
And you can also watch the old videos on there too.
well, yeah, yeah. All of our videos. I should probably say that while I'm actually currently live. All of our videos, everything that we do, all of our Twitch videos, Facebook videos, if you will, but all of our live sessions are automatically recorded and then posted into our video section on Facebook and to our video section on Twitch.
And will be uploaded to YouTube as we can.
Right, I manually upload them to YouTube because we do have a YouTube channel as well. That link will be on with, excuse me, on the bottom of our screen. Come next week as well, we will add our YouTube information onto there. So you'll be able to get to our YouTube and subscribe to that channel if you want to. But we are uploading them onto YouTube as well. I just uploaded
Two of them.
last week's today because we just set it up today. So last week's is now up there. And then I would probably say by the end of the day tomorrow, today's will be up there because I have Sundays off. So
Yeah, it takes about an hour per
Yeah,
video to upload.
between an hour and an hour and a half per video, because our stuff is averaging right now roughly between an hour and a half and 2 hours long. We do know that tonight's is going to go a bit longer because we are playing with the Glowforgers.
Yeah, we've been on what,
2
2 hours now?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah, so I'll know when you're on. And the next time you're on and I'm in the studio, I'll give you a quick look around with the camera. Because that camera in the studio, I can kind of pick up and move around, so you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, we'll eventually get another camera that we can move around the workshop and kind of get a good view of everything that's going on in here.
Yeah. It is a little bit messy right now. It's still
Oh, it's not a little messy, it's a big mess. It's also my den, so I got all my goodies in here.
Yep. Well, yeah. Like you said, it's very much his den.
I've been relegated to the garage.
No, this is Sonia's man cave. Don't let him fool you.
She took over the rest of the house and I got pushed to the garage.
You're the one that chose to do this. We have a 3-bedroom home.
With a den.
Yeah, with a den. So I had the 2 spare rooms, and I had my office in one and my studio in another. Now, Sonia had the den all set up with his office and everything like that. And, we made the garage into kind of like a game room / workshop. Well, he decided, well, why don't you take the den and turn that into your office, and then take the front room, we'll make that into the game room, and leave your studio where it's at.
I'll spend most of my time here in the workshop, most hardly ever in the den. So I figured move my desk and everything in here. And
yeah, so this man, literally, this is his man cave.
got my recliner in here, my TV, my flight sim, all my tools.
Yep, he's got one of those big, huge, freaking big and tall recliners. That's electric powered, no less.
Oh, yeah.
A 42-inch TV that he's only about 10 feet away
43
from.
inch.
Oh, sorry, 43 inch that he's only like 10 feet away from. Okay? And where I'm sitting, okay, I'm looking at 3 monitors here. Okay, so that's what I see 2 feet in front of me. But 10 feet beyond that, on the other wall, that side of the garage, are 3, what are they?
43 inch.
43-inch TVs that have been mounted to act like monitors for an entire flight simulator setup. No, he's not spoiled.
Yeah, I've been flight simming since 1982. Blame my grandpa. He won an RC airplane in a mall drawing. Hey!
You're not supposed to do that. Did you just break your chair?
I hope not.
Give me your hand. No, stay on it. Just give me your hand.
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
No.
I was going to pull you towards me.
Oh, no, I don't think so. At least I don't have a overly loud Mustang that wakes up the entire neighborhood when you pull out of the driveway.
Yeah,
Or a loud motorcycle that, you come screaming up the driveway and down the sidewalk as you go to your buddy's house to pick up your drugs every night.
Yeah, unfortunately he is describing our neighbors. And if you haven't already guessed, Sonia and I are very much introverts. We like to stay home. We like to be homebodies. Yes, we do go out once in a while. And we do like getting out of the house, and we do get cabin fever. But we're also not social butterflies.
This is very social for us.
This is extremely social for us. I was actually absolutely terrified of getting on camera and getting in front of people. And it's thanks to Sonia and Miss Liza that I managed to do it the first time around. And, so I was a little bit more comfortable going in when I knew that I had, other people there with me, so I didn't screw anything up. I do have a social anxiety disorder. I know I wasn't always, honey. Yeah, back in my younger days, I was not. Unfortunately, there are some issues that have kind of turned me that way, and that is, yes, I do have social anxiety. I am bipolar. So I do tend to have shifts in my mood pretty quickly. And I don't, it's not something I can always control. I try like that. Yeah, let's not go into all the story. Because you see, everybody, Miss Marcia knew me when I was at my most reckless, between the ages of 15 and 19. That's when she met me. Is when I was 14 years old. We have been friends for so many years. And yes, after that many years, she is my sister in every way but blood. You can even ask my mama, and she would tell you that is one of her kids. Period. Hey, Lulu. Mama says she adopted her. That's all there is to it. And just like Miss Marcia's kids are all her grandbabies, she'll tell you that too. Every single one of them.
Your mom's got more grandkids.
My mama's got more kids and grandkids than probably a lot of other moms out there nowadays, with some minor exceptions. Like, I can't say minor exceptions, but I should say, at least as far as I'm aware. I don't know if I'm just looking in the wrong places or what. But finding people out there, that are, like that, like my mama was when I was younger, like she still is, like I am, like Marcia is, that's it seems to be getting harder and harder to find people like that, where, you bring a friend home and instead of your parents, giving you the third degree and all of that about who this person is and, who the parents are and all that, they accept them into the house, into your home, and, they just become family. That's getting to the point where you see that so much less nowadays. Yeah, even back then, there were those that were completely against friends of any kind. And unfortunately, yes, Mona was one of them. Marcia and I had a very difficult start with our friendship, where we stuck together and, we kind of wrote it out. And as you can tell, we're just kind of chatting, whatnot, just kind of bullshitting at the moment while the forge is going. Your mama didn't like anybody unless she picked them. And just an FYI, Carrie is the other part of our little trio. She is all the way up in New York. Miss Marcia here is up in Tennessee. And yeah, we're completely spread apart, and it sucks. But thankfully, technology nowadays has made it nice to keep in touch, easy to keep in touch.
Misplaced my ruler.
You did what?
Misplaced my ruler.
Okay, so you do it.
I just had it in my hand a second ago. What the heck? Just in my hand. What the heck did I do?
I don't know.
I'm going insane.
Oh, sure, just put a few extra because then it doesn't think it's a bad word anymore. You see what she did? Alright, guys, give me just a minute. Apparently Sonia lost his ruler. You know, how they like to measure things in inches.
Yeah, my silver ruler, my metal silver metal ruler.
I know which one you're talking about.
I just
Not in the way.
swear I just measured something 2 seconds ago.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the long one. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. Goes upside down.
Oh, I remember one of the things I wanted to do is show this off just a little bit. Okay, if you guys remember earlier today and last week we touched base a little bit on it, and that we are looking into possibly having someone who can whittle wood, so we can custom design and hand make wands. Sorry. So what I wanted to show you is basically what I'm going to start with, because I'm going to try a couple a little differently, not whittling, but I will have a nice good example of how I can take the wood off. But I'm going to try a couple, with my own hands, kind of see how they turn out and whatnot. But the wood that I am going to be using, okay, is this right here. It's a 12-inch piece, so the wand's probably going to be, right around, I'd say 11 and a half probably. So they'll be on the smaller side of the wand. But this right here is an ash wood, so this would make an amazing ash wand. Actually, I think I have that wrong. No, I'm right. Okay, yeah, that's the ash. Okay, and then I have this one here. Which is the same size, so again, the wand will end up right around 11 and a half inches. Oh my god!
Hey, baby.
So you need to come read this.
What?
Okay, so this one is an oak.
Hey, baby, look at that.
It's a white oak. Let me rephrase. What?
What I did.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, so this would be an 11 and a half inch white oak wand. Okay, so that's kind of, where we're starting on that. Oh, goodness. It's probably part of the reason I ended up turning into an introvert. I lost my Marcia.
And folks, that's why we have moderation.
Oh. Oh no, you're missing what she's saying. The wand. Long and thick at first, and it'll shrink and get smaller.
God help us if they ever move close to Oklahoma.
I know, right? Did you hear that one? God help us. Yeah, that doesn't come out of Sunny's mouth very often. I'm not sure, Sonia or, yeah, or Jeremy would be able to handle you and I together on a long-term basis. We might get in a little trouble. Yeah, she agrees. Hi, Lulu. What, baby girl? Come on. Yeah, the little gray tail you keep seeing is my kitty Luna. Yes, she's named after the moon. Yeah.
Our little moon kitty.
Yeah. I love her eyes though. She's got the most beautiful eyes. They're yellow eyes. But when you look around the pupil, they're the most pretty green. And depending on her emotions, that green will actually lighten and darken on her own. And they're just, like I said, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, but she's also a fat little girl.
About 20 seconds.
So, I'm just going to show this real quick. Again, this is the lid to... I probably should stop looking at the chat when I'm trying to talk.
She's a bad influence.
Oh, we do it to each other. I'm kidding. Okay, anyway, this is the lid for our 8x10 box. And the reason I'm showing it again is because I kind of want Marcia to have a good idea of what size box she's going to have. Okay, but this is the dark walnut stain that's on here, so yours won't have this stain. And yeah, there's a pussy on the cover of that too.
Oh God, you said it, not I.
Actually, she said it first. She was talking about Lulu though. She said, ooh, a blue pussy.
I did it again.
What did you do?
Fucking shifted like a eighth of an inch.
Okay, so what I'll have you, which is fine anyway, because the burn was yeah, that's too deep anyway. So what I'll end up doing is I'll still draw out the hole and put a cup in there. And this can be the one for the bedroom. Yeah, this is what I've been doing with the ones that have a tiny little mistake or, just is off just slightly like this one is right here. I've been pretty much repurposing them around my home pretty much. Because I still think they're pretty. But, yeah, this one, the engraving is definitely too deep. Yeah, because we want our...
You just want that light touch.
Yeah, we want our engravings to look more like this on these particular items than how deep that particular one was.
Give me one of them cups.
I don't have one, you had it.
Oh, you don't have one over there?
No, I have a full incense burner over here. But the hole's too tight so I can't get the cup out. Don't go there.
She went there, didn't she?
Not yet. Okay. So as soon as he's done doing what he's doing and gives it back to me, I'll show it to you one more time. Just bring it all the way down. I said just bring it all the way down.
I'll hit the metal.
Alright, well give me your Dremel and a sander. Don't put that in yet. Don't put that in yet.
I'm testing the fit.
And yeah, make sure it's a little looser. Well, I'll do that with the Dremel. Yeah, that's why we do put it in a machine to be engraved, and we do use a machine to drill the big part of the hole. I still have to use the smaller machine, handheld machine, to kind of fine tune it a little bit. Because, like I said, with this one that I showed you earlier, the circle one, yeah, I did put the hole in the back, but unfortunately, I didn't adjust the hole on the top side, so the cup's a little tight. Yeah, honey, he is. But not too loose. Yeah, it still has to be tight enough to hold it. Can you hand me the cup?
You got, oh, they're in the studio. And I just lost it.
Tiny bit more. Nah! No, I'm good. I need it closer so I can see it.
Okay.
Tiny bit more on the inner side, not the outer side. There we go.
Looks like you got a good one that time.
Yep. Okay, so that's the process of making one of our incense, our cone incense burner. Okay, and this one actually is just right with the top out. And I guess all that still is me. Okay, so again, this is one of the designs we are using for our incense burners, our cone incense burners, whether it's on the square ones or the round ones. Okay, and like I was saying earlier with those, these are just the simple door pulls from Home Depot. Granted, we get them in bulk, but you can get these right at Home Depot for like a package of, I think it's four of them?
4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that. For, $2 or $3. And so you'll always have a ton of them on hand.
Yeah, they're sliding door finger pulls.
Yep. So, because as you, even on this one, because we've used this one before, you can see how the inside of them, they can get kind of gross every once in a while. So you can take pencil, screwdriver, whatever you can fit in the hole pretty much. And, yeah, pop it right out. Okay, and we do that so you can clean them. Okay, you can put it back in there if you want to, or if it gets too nasty and you can't clean it anymore, get some new ones, pop a new one in there. Okay? It's easy as that with these. Okay, so we are offering those as well. And of course we'll have a bunch of different designs. I am going to be posting a page that has all of our pre-done designs, ones that we know work and they burn really well or they etch really well. We will have a page done for that, so you can choose from them, or you can, again, you can email us at customize@essenceofmagic.com or at images@essenceofmagic.com. Either one of those will work. But you can send us an email and send us the image, and we'll let you know if we can burn it or not. If it's a photo of a photo, I can already tell you, can't do it. Just can't do it. We've been there, we've tried that, doesn't work. We are currently looking into etching photos onto things. Because there is a way to do it with the Glowforge. We just don't know how yet, and we don't
Yeah, we
know
just
if
haven't
we
done
can
it
do
yet.
it quite properly.
I just
yet.
gotta sit down and do the tutorial and practice.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get an actual photograph and translate it to glass, wood, cloth, a few other materials.
Okay, Sonia, if you will hand me that incense burner behind you.
Spinner behind it,
Stick.
which one? Oh, the stick?
Okay, this is another thing we are going to be working on, and thank you, Miss Marsha, because you actually reminded me. Excuse me. We are going to be making our own stick incense burners as well. This is not one of them. This is store bought. But this is kind of what I'm basing it off of, because I didn't want to have ones that had that massive up curl or anything like that. I wanted that nice, smooth, slight transition right at the end. So it keeps the incense kind of low and, closer to the actual holder, so when your ashes fall, they don't poof and explode on you because the incense is too high. Those annoy me. So if you haven't noticed, if it annoys me, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, this is the design we are basing it off of. But I already have a couple of. You got it, honey. We do have a couple of designs that we've kind of already decided on for the front of these. But of course we will offer a customization one as well. So you'd be able to put your own design or your name or whatever you want on it. I do know that we're kind of still testing the character limits on a lot of our items. So, like our boxes and everything right now, will have a character limit because it'll be according to the font and the size of the font that's used. Does that make any sense, baby?
Yeah.
Because some fonts out there they type smaller. They're just smaller in general.
Good places to get fonts is dafont.com, DAFONT.com, and 1001fonts.com are good places to get fonts. Most of those fonts we can use. There are some that are a little weird.
That's where I got the magical font that I use on our website.
So those are good places for free fonts. There are some commercial fonts out there that you got to pay for, but
What's the
there's
point?
free. If you see one that you got to pay for, I guarantee there's a version similar, almost exactly the same, that's for free.
Yep. Yep. You'll never pay for the font.
There's lots and lots of fonts out there.
So, this is, like I said, this is another thing that we're going to be working on. So, yeah, there's that. Mary can have that one back.
Well, we had a good session with the Glowforge. I'm sorry it didn't come out perfect, but I just readjusted the settings, so the next one should come out really nice, closer to what we got, and I named it appropriately, so we should get a better burn.
Okay.
But that camera reset, I may have to go round around the Glowforge and tell them, hey, there's just something not quite right.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to get another piece of draft board and recalibrate my camera or something. I don't know.
It's possible.
But
You got cubes in there at the moment?
yeah, I got my little standoffs. They got this big metal crumb tray, honeycomb crumb tray in there that you put in there. It is so thick that you can put only a 1/4 inch or less material in there before the laser carriage hits the item. I did that once, hit a plate and completely cracked my laser tray. Had to get replacement parts. I was down for a week. So I went and made with the 3D printer these little plastic cubes, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch. So I can sit there and put them down instead of the crumb tray and have a measured distance for my different materials, so I know they're safe for the laser to pass over. One thing that the 3D printer came in handy for.
Okay, let me explain where my thinking is right now, because
Uh-oh.
I kind of zoned out a little bit. Because we went to Home Depot earlier today, and I picked up a sheet of birchwood, and because that's what I am going to be making Miss Marsha's box out of. But I think I may need to go back and get a different size, only because I think this is going to be a little too thick.
The 1/2 inch might be too thick.
Yeah. Because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it.
Is that a 1/2 inch or is that a 1/4 inch? Here, bring it.
What is it, babe?
I'm getting just a second.
Just under 1/2 inch.
So it's 1/2 inch.
Yeah, so nominal, it's called 1/2 inch.
Okay, so yeah, this is the wood that I had picked out. It's that beautiful birch that's really, really easy to stain, and it takes the stain beautifully, especially with that rose, because with the rose, the Varathane rose that I have, it's actually the premium Varathane. So it goes on so nice, and it dries so quick. So it's awesome to work with. So yeah, this is the birch that I'm using. But I think this piece may actually be a little too thick because it is a 1/2 inch thick.
Let me take a look at some settings here. That is birchwood.
Yes. birchwood.
Let's see. Wood, birchwood, malted birch.
Now, if it is too thick, that's okay. I'll run up to Home Depot tomorrow and I'll get another sheet, but a 1/4 inch thick.
They got 1/2 inch maple.
It won't burn the same.
Well, is maple is harder than birch or
Yes.
softer than? Well, if it can go through 1/2 inch maple, oh, that's maple MDF core. Yeah. What's this? 1/2 inch plywood.
No.
That's technically plywood.
Well, yeah. Considering I did it at Home Depot
Plywood.
and everything,
Oh, that's a
people
score,
plywood.
not a cut. The only cuts that I'm really seeing is 1/4, 3/16, 1/8, 5/16.
Well, the 1/4 inch is kind of what I'm thinking that we need.
Yeah. The half I may not be able to do in the Glowforge.
Okay.
Yeah, the only half that I'm seeing is the 1/2 inch plywood, but that's a score. That's not a cut.
Yeah, and we need a cut because
Yeah.
it is the Glowforge machine that cuts our boxes for us. These are laser cut boxes.
Yeah. If I go 1/2 inch or thicker, I would have to get a larger CNC and CNC them.
Okay.
But we're talking about a
All right,
big
that's
CNC.
fine. We can use that for something. I can so use that for something else.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Um,
That will have to do traditional methods.
Because now I have an idea in my head. I'll go through that in a minute. So tomorrow I will take a run up to Home Depot and I will get the 1/4 inch birchwood to be able to do your box with. Okay. Now for these, what I can do with them is I can even do it with a few sheets of these.
Because that's the 1/8 inch right there.
Right, I know this is the 1/8 inch. Okay, so what I can do with this, if you would pick one of those up and hold it lengthwise on your lap.
Oh!
You know which side's the better side. Turn it.
Let's have to lay it.
I don't care.
Okay, what am I doing?
Okay, just hold it up. Okay, so what I would like to do, okay, is I'd like to take these and etch and laser cut out my moon phases. Huh?
Okay.
And that way, when I put them on here, okay,
Let's probably take a piece right there.
it doesn't really matter at this point. Of course, they'll be, half moon, tiny moon, so they will all lay right across the top here. And they will be, of course, laser cut out. And I will find a good enough image to, kind of shadow in the craters and stuff like that of the moon.
Probably with the photo setting.
Yeah, probably. But I think that would be perfect for that. So you have the nice base, that we can put the picture hangers on the back of, and notch in the
with
holes.
the Dremel, if I pick up the hand attachment, I can hand route them in.
Yep, absolutely.
Since I got the router bits.
And we have the Glowforge that can do the laser cutouts on the smaller pieces of birch, and as well as etching in the photo.
Images,
And I have the weathered gray stain.
Somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it's in the bucket, and I know where the bucket is. I just got to get to it.
Yeah. Send your brother up there.
Yeah. But I have the weathered gray, so I have the gray stain that I would need to stain the moon pieces with. I can even possibly even get away with using the weathered oak because it has that beautiful gray tint to it. This one here, you can't really see it that well, but yeah. Sonia,
Wow.
what do you think?
What?
The weathered
Doing the
oak.
moon phases in the weathered oak?
Yeah.
What other colors you got up
None of them that would look good on a moon.
there? Okay. Yeah, either the gray like we did with the bathroom wall.
Too thick.
That
Well, no.
no,
actually,
you're talking about the,
right.
the gray that we did the bathroom wall with,
Okay.
or yeah, the weathered oak.
Okay.
The weathered oak is really light, but the gray
So
that
if-
we did,
No, if I do it proper,
if you do a couple of coats.
if I do a couple of coats, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing y'all need to keep in mind too. These stains that I keep showing you, okay, these are literally, like I said, I take a cloth, a paper
Shop
towel,
cloth.
a shop cloth, I dip it in the stain, and then I rub it on, fold it in half, so I got the dry side now, and I wipe everything off. So it's dang near dry by the time I'm finished with it, and it's a very simple dry coat that's put on here. So if you wanted it darker, I could do darker.
Mm-hmm.
I could put a second or even third coat on them. But this is the lightest color that each will turn out to be. Okay, this is literally the lightest. Okay.
Yeah, I would say either go with the weathered oak with maybe 2 coats, or a light coat of the gray.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So we kind of have a game plan there.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all just saw the process of us coming up with a new product. Insider information. I like that one. Yeah, this is how I come up with the products. I'm just sitting here and go, "Ooh, I just had an
Brainstorming.
idea."
Yeah, we were looking at this half-inch, realized we can't cut through it with the laser, so
We repurpose
and came up with another idea.
because
Maybe you
I
should
love-
grab the camera and kind of lift it and turn it and kind of show the full shop,
Alrighty.
sort of.
And
Echo.
yeah, sometimes I do.
Turn on Glowforge.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named Plugforge.
Echo. Turn on Glowforge.
All right. Y'all ready for this?
There we go.
Okay,
Okay. So we're gonna start this way real quick. You can see this first machine here. This is the Dremel. That's the plastic machine. Creates all the neat little figurines that I showed you. That second machine over there that you see that has the bottom of the 8x10 box. That is the CNC machine.
Little tiny bugger.
Yep. But it can do some incredible things, let me tell you.
Still learning it. It's a tough thing to craft.
Okay, and of course you've been seeing where, Sonia's sitting, and that's
My workbench,
the
my
workbench.
Dremels, my tools, my screwdrivers,
Yeah.
my computer, my other computer.
Okay, so now we're going to where you haven't seen. And that is, we have an entire table. It's a repurposed dining room table that we put a sheet of plywood on to kind of protect it a little bit. And that sheet of plywood has 5 separate type of really
We
big
got
tabletop tools.
We got a miter saw, a radial arm saw, a band saw, a drill press, and a scroll saw.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell you how to work a damn freaking lick of these.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh. And we got the Glowforge off in the corner.
Yep. And as you can see off there, right under the boxing, fuse box.
Yeah, the fuse box.
Right under the fuse box, you see that white machine over there, sitting under it. That is the Glowforge. That is what's doing all the laser cutting. And yes, there's a refrigerator over there. We are in my garage.
Yeah, if you want to go really crazy, you can show them the rest of the cave.
Yeah, you want to see Sonia's man cave. Okay. So you saw up to the refrigerator. Yes, that's a freezer next to it. Chest freezer, plant. This is his big and tall recliner. This one with the red blanket on it. It is freaking huge. Okay. Let's see. That's his entertainment area. He's got his shelves and all of his, little accoutrements and, stuff in the cabinets. And you can see the router set up and everything over there hidden in the corner. Some plants and everything. This is his flight sim. Yeah, that's
20 some odd years to
navigational
get that.
computer. And this is like he's looking out the cockpit window. So, yep, spoiled. Okay, so that's, unless you want to see, that's Ketchum.
That's my Herbie hangout.
Yep, that's Herbie's hangout. But, alright guys, I think that is it for tonight.
Yeah, we did almost 3-hour stream.
Seems to be getting longer every time. Okay. And so, like I said, next week I'm hoping to kind of cover a few more new things. I do know we have a shipment coming in this week that has all of our candles, has some more herbs in it, and possibly a few other things.
We will get some more metal feet to put on the boxes, some more latches and hasps, maybe some little padlocks. We'll get some more woods, some thicker woods, maybe some different species.
And another thing that I am thinking, and this isn't, even quite on the drawing board yet, because I'm just thinking about it. So don't hold me to it, please. Well, I think it was more of we enjoyed the entertainment pleasures from you, honey. Okay, so what was I saying now?
Something, don't hold you to it.
Right, what I was thinking of. What the heck was I thinking of?
I don't know, I'm not in your brain all the time.
She distracted me again. No, I completely forgot where I was going. Honestly.
I don't know, something you're thinking about doing.
Right. Sorry, it just popped back into my head. Okay, so and this would be done by me personally, because this would be something I think I would actually love to be able to do, and I want to put together handmade, and I do mean fully handmade, and I have to specify that, journals.
Like leather bound and stuff, okay, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That can probably be done.
That's something that I would like to learn to do myself.
I definitely want to get into some leather work, the leather etching with the Glowforge.
That's why that thought kind of popped into my head, because you've been saying for about a week now that you kind of want to look into.
I know I got a couple
doing
of
some
scraps of
leathers.
leather down there that came with the Glowforge.
But they're little tiny pieces.
Yeah, but I'm not talking, the pocket-sized ones or the little ones that all these places are offering. I'm talking an actual leather-bound book
You're
of
talking
shadows.
about a book of shadows.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
A
kidding.
Necronomicon.
I'm talking. I've seen a couple out there, but they're always really thin too. No, I want a freaking book. Give me a book that I can fit everything in.
You can probably do it.
That's what I'm looking that I want to make. I want to make, custom done leather bound books.
Back in 2003, 4, when I worked for the flight school, I played around with some bookbinding equipment. It's kind of plasticky. I got a couple of things in the cabinet there. But there are some bookbinding materials that you can bind all the stuff to and then wrap it with the leather. And
there's also ones you can use kind of like a sewing
Stitching,
kit. Yeah.
depending on how natural you want to go. Whether you want just straight up hand done, or
Well,
if you want,
I want to do a couple of different, if it's possible, because I would like to offer that fully hand stitched one. That's Yes, and I realize that's going massively old school.
And they're gonna be expensive.
Yes, I'm aware. You know, because I'm also going to be putting a lot of time and a lot of effort into these items.
The
You know,
materials alone are gonna be expensive.
well, I understand that. I do. You know, so unfortunately, it does drive the cost, you know, the final costs up a bit. You know, which is why, you know, that'll kind of be later on down the road, because I know the materials for that can be kind of expensive.
Those would be like custom order. You put in your order half up front, half on delivery type deal.
No,
Well, you know what I mean.
no.
I don't know. But you're talking about $100, $200 deal.
I realize that, and they would buy it just like any other product.
All right. Okay. I don't know.
You know, I would limit the kind of customizations because it's such an expensive product, and we literally cannot afford to make even a single mistake on something like that. So it wouldn't be customizable as far as your own images. It would be customizable as far as picking from
Some
ones that
set images that we have tested over and over that we can replicate consistently over
Right.
and over again.
yeah, so there will still be options, they're just going to be a little bit more limited.
Because some of these things, like we did with the incense burner, where it's off 1/8 of an inch, that's a what, $2 piece of wood. We can scrap and start again. You're talking about a $50, $60 piece of leather. It's off 1/8 of an inch. We don't want to send that to a customer, but we don't want to eat the cost of a big piece of leather like that.
Right.
So it's going to something we're going to practice and we're going to get
A
right,
lot.
and you know, we're going to make sure. You know.
Yeah, you know, and that's not the only reason either. You know, I mean, yeah, that is a major reason.
You know, we don't want to sit there and make a mistake, and it's like, well, we can't afford to replace it. We're just going to ship it out and have it be crappy, and then have our name sullied because we sent out crap.
Yes, Marsha, yours would be doable. I could absolutely do that because of your particular career. I know the images that go along with that very well, so yeah, I could do that.
What's that?
Customize one to her career. She's a hairdresser.
Yeah, I know that, but
Clip art for scissors and haircuts and stuff like that. They're a dime a dozen.
okay.
Yeah, they're a dime a dozen. You find them all, everywhere, all
Okay.
over the place. So, you know, the clip arts for that would be very easy to do, and they would burn flawlessly.
Yeah.
They would engrave flawlessly.
Yeah.
So. Marcia, see, I'm so easy. You know, that could be taken the wrong way too. And it's your fault you put my brain there. Okay, so. Now I know we've said this once before, but I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's really much more we can go through tonight. Well, you never know. I may do an impromptu one tomorrow.
Maybe we'll pop on for a little bit.
Yeah, just to kind of, I don't know, putz around a little bit.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with popping on every so often, just a little surprise here and there.
Oh, no, you didn't.
What's that?
She's, what brain? Really?
If I only had a brain.
It took me a second. I actually had to double take on that. I was like, wait a second. But, okay.
Again, check out our websites, our Facebooks, Instagrams, Etsy's,
Yep, pretty much.
all that fun stuff. You know, your links should be on the Facebooks and on the Abouts and all that stuff, and emails, chats.
And you can direct some towards your people, too.
I ain't got no people. I
All
don't
right.
got any people. I think they all abandoned me. Went to you.
They all abandoned you, came to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Not really. But, okay, so again, there's a possibility we may hop on social media whore. So, okay, so what I was saying is there's a possibility we're going to hop on tomorrow. So, you know, kind of keep an eye out. You know, we may do an impromptu session. And don't forget, we're here every Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time and 9 p.m. as well.
And you can find me sporadically through the week, but I'm pretty boring.
Yeah, he doesn't talk and interact very much.
Well, I got nobody to interact with.
But if you ask questions, he'll definitely answer them.
Oh, yeah.
When you interact with him, he'll interact with you.
Yeah, when I see you and see the chat, I'll pipe up.
Mm-hmm.
Like usual, I'm just kind of rambling to myself, talking to the dog and the cats, and
But
I need
at the-
peeps.
But at the same time, he also has one of the machines going, so he's got
Yeah.
a camera going as well. So yeah, if he's ever streaming, you're always, of course, welcome to hop onto his as well, and check out his. Not really sure why you didn't have my link, honey. I'll have to figure that out once, probably tomorrow, because you know it's midnight here, so I know it's what 1 a.m. for you.
Yeah, I want to for her.
It's really late. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for tonight. You can catch us on the flip side.
We will see you all maybe tomorrow.
Miss Marsha's over here saying they're available 24/7 for your wooded pleasure.
Oh God, she is a bad influence, I tell you. Sometimes I'm glad we didn't move to Georgia.
No, she's not a
God.
bad influence. She just has a very dirty mind. She's just like the
I
rest
knew
of
that.
us.
I knew that.
She's just like the rest of us.
God, we'd be
She's
in
just-
jail all the time.
She's just not shy about it.
All right. All right. Good night, y'all.
We love you, honey. I promise. All right. So, yep, it is that time of night. We are exactly on our 3-hour mark. So we are going to say good night, everybody. Or well, since it's midnight and 1 a.m. for some people. Good morning.
Good morning. Is it really that late?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, we'll catch y'all next week. Have a good one. Blessed be.
All right. Good night, y'all.